Hi Plenty friends, welcome to another Plenty video. Hi if you are new, my name is David and today I'm gonna go ahead and share with you my entire collection on my apartment. I have a lot of houseplants, not just in the plant room but also in the kitchen, dining room, living room, balcony, and scattered throughout the apartment. I do enjoy houseplants. Sometimes it can be really stressful, but I work at home and just being at home all the time, like during COVID time, but everybody went back to their jobs. I'm so stuck in that phase right now. Just being at home, and I just truly adore these plants. I feel like they really do heal me, and they radiate such positive vibes that I can absorb and go throughout my day. And it's just really fun watching them grow. So today I'm super duper excited to go ahead and show you guys my entire collection. It's going to be a realistic houseplant tour. I wanted, I'm not gonna lie, to tighten up all of my plants, get everything looking really good, and just making it make sense. But then I was like, you know what, I have so many videos like husband tours of me doing that. Let me just give you guys a raw realistic husband tour of 150 plus plants. Not that anybody asked, but I do see comments of people saying like, I could never, or like, I don't know how you do it, I tried, or like, I get so stressed out, like mine never doesn't look that good either. And I'm like, you guys, my collection, I did this to clean it up for you. But realistically, when you have so many plants, you have so many things to do. There's always something to do. And as a messy person like myself, that I don't have, I wish I had, well, I don't know if I wanted to have ADHD because I know people like are suffering through that, but I don't always clean after myself sometimes, and I would leave some scissors scattered or water bottles because that's just how it is. So yes, I'm gonna give you guys a realistic houseplant tour of my entire collection, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope you don't judge me. You are going to be seeing some mealybugs. Please don't judge. I'm still drinking my coffee, by the way. So we're gonna start in the planting row, and then we're gonna scatter throughout. So let's get started. But before I do, let me know how many plants you have. I'm really curious on people that watch these videos if they have a range of plants. Like, they're looking to have plants, or they already have like 200 300 house plants and they just want to know what's out there, or like what are people growing and how is it growing for them inside, if they want to add it to their wish list, you know. So I'm really curious. Let us know and let me know as well how many plants you have in your collection if you want to go ahead and share. So let's start. I really do love how the light does enter. I don't always open the blinds to get all this beautiful natural light. I have, this is a south facing, and then this side is when the sun goes. Yes, my blinds are broken. I need to get new ones. I am pretty aggressive when I open the blind. This is so bad. This is the baddest start. I told you. No, but I live in apartments. They're really awesome. I just had to put a ticket and they'll replace it. Um, yeah, I was just not having a good day. Okay, like I cannot be the only one that like sometimes I'm just having a good day. And I just go ahead and just yeah, I learned my lesson. Don't do that, David. Honestly, your blinds are just gonna break if you do that. So anyways, but I do enjoy how the light, I don't know, just compliments the plants. Like, look at this string of turtles. Sorry, I'm burping a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I was chugging my coffee a little bit because I was like, I don't want to be sipping my coffee when I am showing you guys these plants, but this is my pride and joy. This is one of my favorites as well to propagate. And look at those rat tails, you guys. Isn't that crazy? I call them rat tails because they literally look like rat tails, but they're the flowers. So I'm really happy with that. Okay, we're just gonna start over here. So it's going to be a little bit difficult. Here is my domino peace lily. No, domino's from the Costa Farm one. This is the one that I got from Plantarina years back. I do have the mother, but this came out as a little baby. Like, I propagated from the mother. And I forgot, just variegated peace lily, right? Here's a Gabby. Again, it is one that's prohibited, well, not again, but it is one that's prohibited to propagate. I'm not gonna sell this. I was trying to, but girl, nobody wants to buy it. Like, I don't know why. I was selling it for 40 because these take forever to propagate. And I paid almost $200 for mine. It's a pretty expensive plant, but no. So I decided, let me just keep it for myself. Because the goal was to give it to my mom, but she wanted the string of turtles instead. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just try to sell this one. Nobody wanted it. So now I'm just keeping it in my collection. And you know what? It's cool because like this is one that you want to have as a backup just in case. I'll show you guys some other plants in a bit, but it's really, really cool, you know? And then here's a Scandapsis. This was an expensive Scandapsis. I paid, again, almost $100 for it. Look how wonky it is. And I forgot her name. I was just told, and I looked it up online, and yes, there's a big hype about this one, but girl, and like I have a lot of Scandapsis that I truly do enjoy. And I was stepping into my rare section, but maybe I should just leave it like that. And then here is a variegated green heartleaf philodendron. I got it, you guys, I don't know if you remember. It was, see the dirt, what I'm talking about, it's not perfect. It was tiny, it was tissue cultured. I don't even know why they sold it to me like that. The listing was showing like a cutting rooted, but it finally grew. Like when I got it, I kid you not, it was just those two leaves. But 6 months, here we are. Stop, because it shouldn't really have taken this long, but you know what? It is beautiful. I love a good variegated green heartleaf philodendron. This one does grow pretty fast. I used to have one before, but I got rid of it last year. But I got it again as a little baby. I want to open. I probably shouldn't open it. So it's a fun one. It really is. So here are some anthuriums that I also got as babies. I almost killed them, but I'm starting over with them. So like I'm just keeping them moist, and they're starting to come back. So I'm pretty happy because I was kind of scared I was going to lose it. And then here's another anthurium. This one has a higher chance, to be honest. I do have some other anthuriums that have taken off a lot more than the other ones, so I will show you those. But this is fun. It doesn't have a name tag, so that's pretty sad. And then this is another Scandapsis that I got online as well. Yo, I really do love Scandapsis. I know that the trend right now is anthuriums, but I love and adore Scandapsis. They're just so awesome. Okay, here's my string of hearts. My apologies. It does get pretty big. They grow crazy, and I like to propagate this one with the butterfly method. Basically, instead of putting the whole vine in water, you do it by these little sets. I'm sorry the camera's not focusing. It sucks right now. Like that. Chop it here, here, and then put this. I will put in sphagnum moss. If you want higher success, I would personally put in sphagnum moss, but to each their own. Okay. Here is a variegated anthurium. Here is a sick anthurium, but it is putting out, I think this is his newest leaf. These vines are, I love my plant, but we're gonna go up there in a bit. This was the anthurium Teriyaki Silver. Teriyaki. This is another beautiful anthurium. I got it from a nursery, and it's anthurium Villanorium. But look at this leaf. It did have spider mites, but I am treating my plants right now, so. And it's also blooming, you guys, and it has pollen. I'm gonna save it. People said you can save it and put it in the freezer, and it'll be good for like 6 months usually. So I gotta go ahead and save that because I have a lot of anthuriums. Here is a white monster Scandapsis. I like that beautiful half moon. It's pretty cool. Here is a little baby. I don't know what this is, but my boyfriend got it. Well, it was gifted to him at work. This one and another one. The flapjacks, and I bought these tiny little terracottas from Walmart, and I thought it was the cutest thing ever to put it in here. So it still has the price tag in there, but yeah, it was cute. And my boyfriend got it. My husband got it for me, so really, really sweet. Here is a mini Monstera Oraphodoma Testa Perma. Really, really awesome. Yeah, not much to say about this one, but it's a really, really cool one. I do like the splits and the fenestrations. I think it's pretty iconic. And then right at the back, we have a Hoya, that's the name, West Lava, and then I have a Peperonia, and then I have another Hoya. People might be like, David, you have all these plants and you can't even tell what you have, right? You guys, I like to collect plants, okay? And it's not really about display. I mean, obviously this is for display for me as well, but I also just want to make sure that it gets optimal conditions, and putting this Hoya at the very back where it gets all that grow light and no, issues, it's fine. And then it's a Hoya. It doesn't need a lot of water like this Monstera over here that it's probably root bound, and I probably have to repot it. Here is my Platinum Scandapsis. I just killed these mealybugs. It's just vining everywhere. It's pretty cool. And then, oh my gosh, you guys, this begonia is insane. It's one of my favorites. I love begonias too. Look at that. Look, let me show you something pretty cool. Please ignore the ghetto blinds. Please, please, please ignore it. I don't know if it's doing it, but it glows, you guys. It's a beautiful glow. Beautiful glow. Here's another Hoya that I got as a little baby. And it hasn't done anything for me for the longest time. But now, look at that. I don't think it's middle, but I think it's like a root, like a node. But look. That is so cool. And then this is when I bought these two, there were just 2 leaves. This one obviously grew a lot faster. Oh, I just dropped an air plant. This one grew a lot faster than the other one, but look at this. This is a Hoya. Here's a name. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, but there you go. Look at that. There's money bugs. I told you guys a realistic hospital, so please don't judge me. But surprisingly, even with some plants, they're chilling. They actually do really, really good. I just gotta be proactive, you know? Proactive. Here's another anthurium. Just put out this massive big leaf. And then here's a syngonium right there. She's just chilling right there. Let me pick up this air plant that I dropped. And then here is another Scindapsus. I think this is the white monster. I think that's a different one, to be honest. To be really, really honest with you. But she is supposed to look like this. But she's not doing that. So I might need to chop her down. Here is another Scindapsus. I think... You can see the Nemos that I sprayed, but it's a Scindapsus. Quite forgot her name, but I do love the variegation. You're probably gonna hate me, you guys. If you want, you know, I'm so sorry. Like, my brain doesn't stick well. I know how to care for my plants. I promise you. That leaf is insane. It's the newest leaf. But clearly, like, I know how to take care of my plants. But because it's a try and error, right? But my brain is not really good with names. I struggle with memory. I don't know why. Okay, please let me live my life and enjoy my plants. This is another beautiful begonia. Look at this one. It looks so bad when I got it, but I was like, girl, I see your potential. I see your potential to look beautiful, and I'm gonna give it to you, babes. Like, you deserve a chance to shine. Shine bright like a diamond. It is, gosh, this begonias are beautiful. Who is being chased down? There's a helicopter outside. You guys, they're coming after me. Here is a Syngonium mojito that I have propagated already. It was a big old plant, but now she's doing this. And I'm okay with it because I wanted to get bougie. Here's my Anthurium radicans. I think so. I just put out this new leaf, so it's pretty cool. I like the little bumps. Gives it character. Pretty awesome. These air plants are like just... This one keeps like not wanting to be here. Okay, here is my Anthurium veitchii. This is one of its recent new leaves. And then this is another leaf it's pushing out. And if you know, they're gonna get really, 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 really big. So I'm so excited for this one. And then I do have my air plants just for the core, but I don't recommend to put it on top of plants because if the crown stays moist for too long, they will rot. But I just have it there for right now. But they're really, really awesome. Here's another Anthurium. This one did bloom, but I think she failed. I don't think it's... I think it has pollen. What is it? Is it aphids? Well, with my PTSD. I think that's pollen. It was not there before. Girl. It's pollen. I gotta say that pollen too. Okay, well, here's another Anthurium. And the very back, I have my Zero plant. People be like, David, it's gonna die. Girl, it's still alive. Can you believe that? It's starting to reach the grow light, which is not good. Here is a, it's a fridge. My brain is like fried eggs right now. Ay, Dios mío. It's not a Dubai, girl. What the hell? My brain wants to say Dubai, but it's not Dubai. I was gonna say bidet as well. God damn it. I say it all the time. I have propagated this plant a lot. I can't believe I forgot her name. It's the philodendron. Brandy. My apologies, girl. It took me... My brain's not braining today. Okay. So that's a Brandy. That plant, we're not going to talk about her at all. Here's my Scindapsus. This one grows really fast. The very, very back. It also had a silver and Scindapsus in there, and I propagated her, and I will show it to you later on. The way to the bottom. This was a new aglaonema. It's called aglaonema orange stardust. This looks nasty. Ew. If you have like trypophobia, don't look at this. Ew. It's an old leaf. It's fine. Look, isn't it pretty? That's pretty. Girl, plants are beautiful. At the very back, we have another Spatitalium hybrid. It was given to me by I did an unboxing from Arid Asia, I believe, or Green Space. I think it was Arid Asia. Beautiful peace lily. I love a good peace lily. We got some succulents. This is my OG string of pearls. She has done really, 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 really good. And then a company for Instagram sent me some goodies to unbox. Again, for Instagram. This is a string of pearls, little baby one. And they also sent me this one, just a succulent. Pretty cool. Here's a string of bananas. Be looking wonky and everything. And then here's an aglaonema lotus. Okay, ignore that name. That's the actual name. Pretty cool. And then we have this massive begonia. Love. And then this little cacti thingy. Sansevieria Whitney, Starfish, Sansevieria, and Gold Flame Sansevieria, also known as snake plant, also known as mother's-in-law tongue. But they're just Sansevierias. And don't have any saucers. I water them like once a week. Once a month, my apologies. Because or every single 5 weeks. I'm not in a schedule, but I can tell this one needs water because it's getting really wrinkly. I like to play safe with my Sansevierias. Here's a Civet Blue that's pretty thirsty, but I also did it by propagation. So, yeah, I don't know. I do enjoy Civet Blues. I don't know what I called it. It's a Civet Blue. And I do enjoy them a lot. They're really fun to propagate. Super duper easy. But I know this is a really popular one. Even for my family, they just love it. And I'm just waiting for a family member to be like, oh my gosh, this is pretty. And I'll be like, oh my gosh, you can take it home, girl. It's for you. You know, I love, you guys, I really do enjoy giving plants away and propagating plants. It also helps some other plants tremendously to look really, really full. So there's no issue with that. Here are my Hoyas, my little Hoya. Can I get a Hoya? Variegated DS70, I know that for sure. Not sure. Here is my Hoya Cupriae. Pretty sure it's called Cupriae, to be honest. Yeah. And then I have my Panda Syngonium. This girl has gone through hell with me back and forth, but it's doing so much better. Here's another really fun Hoya. This one grows like crazy. And then I have this Maricon Potos that, yes, I have propagated myself as well. Here is some new ones. This is a variegated strawberry begonia. My African Valley is still alive, surprisingly. Here is my Florida Ghost. And just saw a massive bug. And there's a little bitty micas right there as well. Here is this philodendron biliate, I believe. I always see that and I always feel like it's scalp, but it's not. So much anxiety with pests. It is what it is. There is a syngonium at the back. Here is my massive. This right here is my La Boo Boo. No, I'm kidding. No, this is my string of turtles. She's pretty iconic, to be honest. Every time I show people are in gag, they're just in shock. And you know what? Me too, girl. Me too. Because what? Here is, I bought this as a Sensation variegated Piscily. I don't know though. Here is a variegated Hoya DS70 that I propagated. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. The color is gorgeous. That's my Snowdress Philodendron. Here is my Anthurium belliflorium. Okay. This is another Dischidiae. I'm probably saying it wrong. Dischidiae, discolorii, girl, whatever. Yeah, she just goes everywhere. It's like a little weed. Mandula. Here is my Silver Cloud Philodendron. Pretty cool. It got stuck when it was unfurling on the shelf, so that's why there's a little tear, but I still love her and adore her. Here is my Addisonii Hamalinea selby, which, if you wondered how they flower, there you go, they do flower. Here is, okay, this is from a cutting, but it's just crazy. Another, this colory eye. I don't know what this is. It's probably gonna ick you guys out tremendously, but this is not pest from what I saw on Google, but y'all let me know what you think. From what I read, it's just when it gets stressed out. I don't know what she's stressing about. And I'm noticing it's very on the leaves that are close to the light. Maybe it's getting too much light. We're gonna find out. I have a lot of backups, so I'm not really that stressed out. But this is how it's supposed to look. Like really, really pretty in the back. It's like such a maroon color. Here's my massive Mandrilla. We don't talk about her that much because she's just such a diva. Like she's just so big and like this is a pick me, okay? And then here is a holiday cactus. Okay. Okay, we're going, y'all, there's a lot of plants, like I told you. Here's my golden crocodile, my beauty Kim Maranta. I'm gonna go a little bit faster if I can. I love when they do that. I think that's the most beautiful thing out there, to be honest. Look at that. Look at this. I love that. Oh my gosh, that's art. That palette, it does something to me. Here is my green pothouse, okay? Here is my elbow epiparium. I got it as a single stem, so many chop, and it got nice and full. Just how I like it. A little fun thing about this plant, it does fenestrate really easily, okay? There is a beginning in the back. Here is my Astromonte. Here is a Trident Scantii. Here is my, I forgot her name, I always forget. I gotta put her name tag. But she's really, really pink, right? She's kind of cute. Here's my Dark Scindapsus. Here is a Hoya. Really, really fun. Here is my Hoya compacta. This is a variegated bird's nest friend, believe it or not. I got it online as well. I'm just waiting to get my variegation. Here's my variegated string of pearls. I do gotta put that in terracotta. Neon potos, marble queen potos, neon queen, my apologies. I'm dyslexic. And then here is a carnival. One thing about carnivals, they have green variegation in the middle. It's very profound, very, very beautiful. I love this one's a lot better looking than the one I have outside, to be honest. And this is from Cuttings. Look at this, you guys. How can you not like a beautiful? It's just insane, to be honest. There is a pearls and jade pothos, and then my Hoya princess that's just going through some stuff right now. Here is my Monstera Picana that I did by Cuttings. Variegated ring of fire. My massive tiger fern, yes, tiger fern, and it's just insane. I got it as a little plug, not a butt plug, a little plug, and she's gotten really, really big. Here is my Fernando's Fire, something like that from Costa Farm. It was a new plant, but girl, it is just a golden pothos. I think it was like a social experiment. Like, let's see if we can change the name and make people buy it. And let's look at the stats. If people really do buy plants because it's a new name. I fell for it, and I usually don't fall for things like that, but I did. So I did it for the clout. No, okay, so they're just jokes, y'all. Calm down. Here is another Epiparium. Epiparium is a fancy way. Oh, the neon potos. I'm gonna kill it. Usually what I like to do, I just squish it with my thumb and then I squirt hand sanitizer on my thumbs, on my hand, and I just move on. Here's my pearls and jade potos. She's pretty big. She's always thirsty, and I'm probably gotta repot her. I'll do it at some point. Here's my curly spider plant, also known as Bonnie. Here's my beautiful begonia. You think I forgot about her? No, girl, she's still here. She's still here. Majesena, beautiful. Again, millibugs. They're just scattered. Here's my champs. Champs have little tears in the back, and I'm scared to show you the back. Like that, like little zombies, right? And then here's a sip of blue. Really awesome. Here's a Senanti, Sansevieria. And this is I'm using the planter. It's not, this is not, okay, a golden crocodile. I like to reuse things if I can. It's, holy crap. Lemon meringue potos. Yeah. Okay, so that's this whole wall. Okay. And I forgot to do a little thumbnail, to be honest. Let's do this, girl. Okay, now we're gonna start over here, and then we're gonna move on to another room. So that's a sip of blue. This is a begonia. Philodendron tortum. She's finally alive and doing really good. Another neon potos. Here is the mother of the Gabby. This is a Gabby philodendron. Do you see how that is beautiful? I don't know why the fridge should do this. You better calm down, Mamacita. I don't know what that is, but it has a new leaf and looks a lot more promising. Look at that. It's like a little birthmark. It is the cutest thing ever. Yeah, there's more shoots coming up. I chopped it really, really tight, but look at that. Don't look at the dead leaf, please. Please, please, please. It's just so cool. Moonlight Scandapsis. This is begonia. You're probably not gonna believe me, but if you see my old videos, this begonia is actually the mother plant of this one. That's the baby. I just gave it a bigger planter and she feeling really, really nice. Here is my light vein Maranta. Did you know that was a thing? Because I didn't, and then I got it a couple months back, and I got it as a little baby, and now she's getting really, really big. It's pretty fun. You can tell right there. Look at that. Here's another anthurium. Again, it's also blooming. I have a lot of... Yeah. And then there's this one, Euphoria Tiamolides variegated. That's the name. Thank you, Facebook, for helping me with the identification. Here's the Mother of 1,000. She was a volunteer. I don't know. She came with this plant, but you can see why they call her a Mother of 1,000. Girl's crazy. Girl's crazy. There's a Zanzi at the very back, and then a Peperonia. Here's my another Peperonia. So many rat tails. This is a baby bromeliad. My mom gave me this one. The mother plant died, but she gave babies, and these are the babies. Here's another beautiful Jesena. Again, Jesenas are just so ridiculously beautiful. Insane. There's this little one. I don't know what that one's called. And then this is my sundew. I probably got to move it somewhere because this one keeps drying out fast. And it's going to die. It's dry right now. It's going to die. I'm terrible. I'm the worst. Here are my Hoyas. I got them as like literally 2 leaves, you guys. And look how they're thriving. This is my Hoya Encrustada Eclipse. And then this is a Hoya. Oh my goodness. Come on, David, please. Finlay Stony. Yeah. Really cool. Another begonia, Hoya Princess. My variegated string of hearts, which I had to loop because it is getting crazy. I'm going to have to chop her. Okay. Here's another really cool Hoya. Here's my variegated watermelon peperonia. Here's my variegated aglaonema. Cream splash. I can tell by the little cream pie coloring right there. Beautiful lemon pie. Love that. Peperonia dries. I gotta repot that as well. But it does have flowers. Crazy. I do know plants also bloom when they're stressed out, you guys. Please, I know that as well, but I like to tell myself that they're just happy, okay? Golden crocodile. I struggle with this plant. You have no idea, but I'm surprised it's still alive. This is a horse philodendron, horse head, something like that. But this was his newest leaf, and I'm obsessed with it. And there's a aglaonema right there that's just struggling. Silver blue propagations, jade scandapsis, lipstick black pagoda. Oh my gosh, that's it for this. Oh my gosh, that scared the crap out of me, you guys. My alarm went off. I forgot to these are new plants, by the way, of philodendron. They're on the side because I gotta water them. I ended up repotting my beautiful peperonia. Oh my. Oh my. Out of this world, girl. Like, what on earth? Here's a Hoya. These are new plants. And that one fell off, so I'm just putting it right there for funsies. And then this is another philodendron. Yeah. New babies. I really love buying starters because they're cheaper and I can make space as they grow. It just makes more sense for me. Here's a Jesena. Believe it or not, this was for propagations as well. Again, I am just a Jesena. People like me for my turtles, you know, my sugar turtles, but I think I should be known for Jesenas. I propagate them like no one's business. And they're beautiful. Beautiful. I just like how green and saturated it looks. Like, can you not? Like, yeah. It's not a... We're going to put this providing you guys. Jesenas have a green line in the middle, okay? That's the best way to identify them. Yeah. Don't get fooled by buying a reverted Marroquin pothos, because I have years back. This is for the philodendron that was given to me for free. When you buy 6 plants, you give one for free, and it was a mystery. And yeah, it has grown a lot, and this new leaf is stunning. Here's a new Hoya. A company sent it to me, and I'm a little bit stressed out about it. Okay, so this is a silver stripe silver streak peace lily, Spacitalium. It's blooming, but she's also going through stuff. This begonia is massive. I got it as a little baby. Another really fun begonia, and it's blooming, Peperonia. philodendron, another pepperonia. My burrito's tail, donkey's tail. My Hoya Lisa. Mona Lisa, no. That's pretty. Those are propagation. That's my silver splash. Scindapsus, filling floated threads can different proven winners. And then a silver and Scindapsus right there. And then that's a little baby that I did. Again, these are all propagations in this tray. I did it by little leaves. This is 6 months of progress. Look at those flowers. I love it. Here's another Tridescantii, my Chameleon ZZ, and my Brazil. Now let's go above. Here is a red Maranta, it's blooming as well. Silver Maranta, coffee plants, big old plants. Variegated Ficus triangulus, Santaveria, Begonia, Cuprii, Alocasia. It's newest leaf, look at that. Sun-Tie Rise, Philodendron, but she got too much light, and now she's looking like a golden goddess, but this is how it's supposed to look. Bird's Nest Fern, which, by the way, they flower by spores. Well, that's how they reproduce. I rinsed this. I probably knocked them down, but it scared the living crap out of me. It looks nasty, but let me show it to you. It's pretty cool. Ew! But that's part of the reproductive of the plant, so little fun fact, yeah. Okay, here is my lemon lime philodendron. This is Syngonium, you guys. This is my black velvet Syngonium, and it's blooming. Mealybugs, but it's blooming. Pink Princess philodendron. Ficus tiniki. This is my Brady Marks Flame. My beautiful Raven. And then here's another beautiful Ficus burgundy. I love the red. Getting too close to the light, buddy. And then there's my Aglaonema. Yeah, that's a section. So it's a mess in here, you guys, but like I said, it's a realistic houseplant tour. So that's the plant room. Now we're in the living room. This is my neon pothos, another Hoya princess, champs that I have propagated. This is, I always forget her name, but, oh look, there you go. Epiparium Embelliaceum variegated. Yeah, there's also going to be a lot of holes. I drew holes in my apartment, I'm so sorry. Been here for 5 years, my apologies. Here's my Ficus Ruby. Begonia Maculata, or polka dot begonia as well. She's been blooming like crazy. My ZZ, my Monstera Sotipacana. This is the mother of all of them. Silver Bay Chinese Evergreen, Durancina, Ficus, I think it's called a Ficus Benjamina. But this is a little corner. Oh, I forgot this one too. Look at this. I don't know her name. Ooh, that's my information. Burgetta Monstera Lechileriana. I'll call it Lechera. Neon Pothos. Here's another corner. This is a mother. Yeah. Here's another top cutting that I did. Why is there hair on top? First it was the alarm, and now it's my phone telling me that I'm out of storage. So this is the Sun-Tie Rise. Very beautiful. My massive Chinese Evergreen Golden Silver Bay. This is my Thai Constellation. It was a little baby. This is her newest leaf. Look at those fenestrations. From one little fenestration to that. Amazing. Sancy Girl lights are pretty cool and affordable. Here's a Ficus Ali Fig Ali. Another Ficus. Another Ficus. Ficus Variegated Benjamina. And then my Confetti Syngonium. And then a golden pothos at the very top. So that's my little corner. Super duper cute. Okay, so I used to have so many plants in or on the balcony, and I'm gonna give you guys a realistic houseplant tour. So we're gonna start, well, the video you guys are gonna see everything else. The balcony might be last, but I just woke up a little bit, and one of my favorite things to do is to sit on the balcony and have my coffee. The thing is, my coffee machine is taking a little bit of a hot minute. It probably needs to be cleared out because of all the mineral deposit and buildup, but from the tap water. But in the meantime, I just did some plant chores, and then I was like, I can just film the balcony plants. It sounded really good with the birds, but people are starting to wake up now, so let's get this started. I guess we can start with this one. This is my dwarf banana tree. I got it as a 4-inch, and it has grown massively when I placed it on this planter. has also given me a lot of new plants, and I think it's a really heavy producer on pups, but I super duper adore it. It does get a lot of light, but it does harden off. As you can see, the new leaves are looking a lot better, so it is what it is. I have a south facing balcony, by the way, and there's a wasp. Oh my god, no. No, there's always a lot of activity. I believe wasps are pretty beneficial, just from a distance. And then we have a variegated aloe. I have my alocasia aurea. I just love the variegation. Look at that. It's like green on green. It also has a new baby, which I'm super duper excited about. And then we have this. It was Jasena, but I reverted and I propagated it as a jade pothos. But after getting so much light, she's not popping off as a Jasena, so I'm super duper happy about that. We got a thirsty silver blue. Like I said, it'll be a realistic houseplant tour, you guys. So it is what it is. Godzilla Syngonium looking kind of sad. This Ficus benjamina variegated. I did it by propagations, and it's pretty crazy. Now I have a full established plant. It's almost the same size as the mother plant when I got it, but it's really, really pretty, and I do love her as well. We have an Euphoria Ghost, I believe. Love. So beautiful outside. And then a lot of these are going to be propagations, and I'm still propagating a few more plants. The ones that I know that are easy. Here's a Godzilla Syngonium. Oh, sorry, apologies. This is a Shangri-La Syngonium. It looks a lot similar to the Godzilla Syngonium, except this one's struggling. We have a lemon top pothos in the back. Here is a Monstera subicana on the back. And then we have a Micans that did had some aphids, but she ended up bouncing back and is looking so much more better. This is a mother plant. I will show you guys the plants on top, but we're starting over here first. And then we have a Pearls and Jade pothos in the back, another Shangri-La pothos. Here's a dark Scindapsus, and then at the very, very bottom, I do have some neon pothos that I am propagating as well. This is one of my favorites. Little cactus. And then we have this Rio philodendron. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It has grown a lot. We have a Hoya Splash right over here. A Jasena pothos. You're gonna see a lot of these all over the place. I love propagating a Jasena. They're just super duper fun. Here's a silver strip philodendron. The way that I know, because I have all of them, I ordered from Gabriella's plants. They're the mains that can sell the Rio. The Rio has longer leaves. That's the best way to identify it. And then the silver streak looks like a Rio, but it's a heart shape, but it has a silver stripe. So this is a silver strike or silver stripe philodendron, right? And then I also have the cream splash. Doesn't really look that creamy, but the way that I know it's not a silver streak or silver stripe is because the cream splash has more of it also has the variegation of a cream pie. Like a lemon lime cream pie. She's really not the best, but she does have her little splashes. I didn't got the best genetics one. I mean, I got it from online. I wasn't able to pick it out, but yeah. And then we have a Civet Blue propagating, another thirsty Hoya Splash. Here is a Mothercream pothos. This is a Brazil and Civet Blue. Like I said, I propagate a lot of my plants. Green Heartleaf philodendron, Brazil, Monstera subicana. You can even see it in the window. I do splash neem oil on my plants. I try not to splash it by where the light's coming in, because it will burn the plant 1000%. But I do splash my other plants that are like fine, you know, just for pests, you know, just to keep it safe. Here is I got it as a white tiger Monstera, but I just call it an elbow, to be honest. At this point, it's a beautiful one, and it has grown insane. It's just I placed it outside. It just reacts a lot better with the warmth and the bright and the brick lights. So beautiful, beautiful Monstera elbow. I love this leaf a lot, to be honest. Look at that. So stunning. Okay. Ooh. And at the very bottom, we have this one, which I already did a lot of propagations. You guys are gonna see the props. The Syngonium white ribbon variegated. I did chop this came from the bottom, so hoping it's gonna get its variegation. And then here is a Maria Syngonium that I got for clearance. And then over here, I got a Brandy that I have propagated on this Costiform basket. Here is another Carnival Philodendron. The way that it's a Carnival is because the variegation is in the middle as well as a Brazil is not. I don't know why it's not that profound. I don't know if it's getting a lot of light. It really isn't. It could be getting a lot of bright indirect lights, but it's very faded. It's just very faded, but it is that, and I'm happy that I got it. I propagated it on this big version, hoping it will fill in it nicely. I gotta chop it again to promote more bushiness. Here's a Starcorn Fern. Here is my Calathea opifolia. She had pests. I trimmed her, and then, because I was gonna throw her away to be honest, but I was like, let me just keep her outside, and she's just bouncing back to me really, really good. But I do spray neem oil on her. These are plants that I just recently started to propagate. This is the one that I showed up at the bottom, the white variegated ribbon. This is how it's actually supposed to look. I wanted to propagate it and put it on a 6-inch and make a fuller Syngonium because I love, 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 love that. And I'm also propagating a Nanuccialis scantii. Here is a Calathea that I have also had a pest, but I just chopped it and now it's coming back. A J. Scandapsus that I'm propagating. This is a new one that a company gave to me. It's a Spectatelium Sensation variegated. When I got it, it was always so wilty. I don't know why, but it's starting to pick back up. It seems, because this happens to my plant sometimes, it was left dried out for too long. Every plant's different, but peace lilies don't like to stay dry at all. Very, very little. And I'm just hoping with all this natural light and warmth it's gonna come back. But really fun. This is one that I'm propagating as well. This is my Silver Splash. This is the mother. You guys are gonna see some other ones that I have grown by propagations, but you can tell she's thirsty by the leaves curling up, so I do gotta go ahead and water her. She's always a thirsty one. And then there's this Hoya from the very top. I don't even know. I got it because I like the leaves, but I just set it and forget it. I do gotta water it as well. And then here is this one. It's called the Shitty Eye, something like that color. And this is the mother plant. You guys are gonna see other ones that I made as cuttings. They're a lot bigger than the mother plants. This almost gave me a heart attack. I thought I was a spider or something, but it's a really beautiful. I love it and hate it. Sometimes it looks ugly, like a bug or something, but other times it just has a beautiful color and it's a beautiful maroon. So beautiful. Okay, I guess we can go like this now. Dwarfed banana, thirsty silver blue, la la la. This is my blue candle cactus that I had for so many years. I went through so many plant purges, but there's a few plants that I always keep. Also, this one, it's my other massive cactus that I got from IKEA when we first moved in here, and it's in the same pot and it seems perfectly fine. I got it, I think 5 years ago. Has grown a lot, and yeah, such a cool plant. Here is my variegated banana. This is the Aurora one, and I think it's like the dwarf because it's putting out so many babies as well. I got it literally that size, like I'm not even kidding you. Like if you guys remember the videos, it was super duper tiny, but it has grown a lot, and it just unfurled this new leaf and has a new one coming in the way. So yeah, here's a set of blue. Here's my mango. I just love to experiment and do fun things. Growing a mango, you know, everybody has done it before usually, but I want to see how long I can keep it alive. So here is mine, my little tree. Right over here is my fiddle. I ended up putting it outside because it just went to sleep, and I wasn't a big fan of that. And I was like, no girl, because you have barely any foliage. So it's growing like crazy now. The thing is, I know I'm gonna probably regret it when I put it back inside. I'm gonna have to mimic or transition it to like a lower light because it is getting some direct light. Fiddles are natural, like in direct sunlight. You guys in Florida and like tropical weather, but we get it as houseplants, so they're not hardened off. This is what basically happens. They get burnt, but they will get hardened off, and this new growth has hardened off, as you can see. So now it's gonna grow like crazy. I just have to keep, you know, fertilizing it. Here's my other alocasia variegated, but it's just a white version. The other one was green on green. This is a whiter one. Here's my dwarf banana that I'm growing for my mom. And then we have a Hoya compacta variegated. Two variegated Monstera Perus. I propagated. This is such a slow propagating plant, but so worth it. I love it. I get it why it was so expensive. You can still get it for like $40 for like a small one, but like this will literally be like $40 rooted, but it is what it is. My variegated World Sensitivarea, some quote unquote the same propagating. My variegated burley marks. Here is my philodendron glorosium, I believe. It was not doing so good, but I placed it outside and I was doing better. She had pests, but the natural predators outside fixed it. Here's my Stardust Himalaya. When I got it, it was barely variegated, but slowly but surely she's giving me some variegation. Here is my I got it, it was supposed to be as a mint, but I think it's just a white monstera. I don't know, you tell me. Because mint is just a marketing name. Here's my variegated ZZ that I got as a leaf cutting. And slowly but surely we are getting a new shoot. Look at that. So super fun about that. Here's my pride and joy, my variegated banana. It's doing really, really good. And it has a new leaf coming in, so I'm super duper excited about that. Here's a marble neon, a mandula. Another reel that I propagated. I know it's prohibited, but it's just for my own collection. I'm not selling them at all. My green syngonium, it was an oval, but I ended up chopping it. You're gonna see the mother plants in a bit. And I was like, let me just make a little small one. And my thirsty golden pothos that I've also propagated. So now let's start in the top. This is the Moroccan pothos that I have chopped, and I ended up reusing this planter because why not? Here is my neon pothos. Here is my my golden pothos, but you can see it's really thirsty, but she has taken off with this good light. This is the albo syngonium that I had, but it reverted to just a green syngonium, but I truly love this a lot. It grows really, really nice and really, really quickly, and I like how it vines. I'm not a big fan of one single vine going down, but the syngonium does something to me. Here is the another carnival. You can see, let me see, I can find a good example. The dark green variegations in the middle. Okay. But as a regular person, it's just a Brazil, so I'm not gonna make a fight about it. It is what it is, but I can tell the difference, and as a Brazil enthusiast and Brazil philodendron lover, I can tell. This is the Jasena. This is the mother plant, the mother of so many babies, and yeah, I think she's a cool mom. So much beautiful variegation. And then this is my mandula. It was sold to me as a mandula, but I think it's like a lemon top or something. Look at that. Like, let me show you. Like, it was sold to me as a mandula, but I don't think it's a mandula. You let me know what you think. And then here's a Micans. I propagated this lemon meringue pothos for funsies. I have a whole series on TikTok about this one that I did it from chopping it to a whole plant. I have 2 of these that I did. And then at the very top, we also have this Hoya. And I believe that's the entire balcony. It is a quite amount of plants. I did have more, but a lot of them, I give them to family members because that's the whole purpose, you guys. Sharing the plant love, especially when we ended up propagating it. It's just extremely rewarding. And then I'm also slowly putting plants inside. So yeah, and I think my coffee is ready. Now we're gonna sit over here. Here is my massive pisili that I got from Plantarina, and it does bloom pretty profound, pretty crazy, pretty awesome. I usually used to cut them off, but now I just let it be whatever it wants to be. But look at that. Such a cool plant. Here's my summer glory philodendron. Insane. Here's another aglaonema, an anthurium with a fat mellibug in it. Here's my Senanti silver gray. Senanti. Here's my Drancina, raindrop peperonia, and my Dieffenbachia. Here's a sip of blue that I have propagated. Here's another Jesena that I have also propagated. Please ignore my chipotle bowl. I was eating leftovers. I know, que cochino, right? Here's my Never Never plant, also known as golden mosaic. And then here is my aglonema, my massive marble queen pothos. Pretty crazy, to be honest. Another Monstera supercana that I have propagated. And then Shangri-La. And then another silver splash that I have propagated as well. And then here is a white wizard. I could be wrong. I could be 1000% wrong. It could be a princess. And then pink stem alocasia. Beautiful big leaf. And then this insane philodendron. I'm obsessed with it. The funny thing is, it's not even attached to the sphagnum pole. So, but look at that. And you want to see the crazy part? The back. It is so red. Well, when it's unleashing a new leaf, it's really, really red. And then here's my Anthurium Super Bomb. Its newest leaf. But that's the dining room section. Now let's go to the kitchen. Okay, this is my little coffee section. So I got a lot of orchids over here. This is a cute little orchid. This is from It Fell Off. It's my Bonnie spider plants. I just placed it on water just to have fun. Mini orchid, variegated orchid. They did bloom. Corkscrew, Drancina that I got for clearance. And then this I also got for clearance, but it put out all of these new stems. Look at that. I think it's getting ready to flower. And then another beautiful orchid, which these flowers have been here for months. I had these orchids. This is like 4 years old. She's been through a lot. About a complete 2 years. And this is like 2 years as well. This is like 2 years as well too. So still new in the orchid world. And then over here we have more plants. This is a beautiful peperonia. Jesena. Again with the Jesenas. That's one that I will never get tired because it's just so easy to look after, you guys. Here is another Champs. Look at the back, pretty cool. My insane peacock Collectia. She's just beautiful. She did bloom, but I missed it. My other Syngonium. My crown of thorns, and this is by like the stove. Whenever I cook, they don't really touch it, but what happens, I just push it away, you know? Here is my alocasia section with some other stuff. So I have these alocasia. I'm going to show you with what I can show you. This was a new leaf coming in. This is also a new leaf. I like alocasias, but I'm not an expert at all. Okay. Here is my Ficus shiveriana, my little baby that I got. It's getting pretty big. I know there's bigger ones out there, but I got it as a little baby, so I'm proud. And then, of course, my green heartleaf philodendron that I did by propagations, because one of the vines reverted from one of the plants, and a lot of plants always come from the green heartleaf philodendron, and there's that. So I don't mind. I'm really, really happy, and I got it for free. Just can't wait for it to grow. Alrighty, I truly thought it was gonna take a lot longer than that. I think I just put you down. I forgot to show you guys one plant. It's like right over here next to me. The light's coming in, but I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video because I honestly do. I love watching houseplant tours. I think they're super duper fun, and not just that, but it's also really fun to like document the progress of my collection and just looking back and seeing how much the plants have actually grown. Because when you see them day by day, you don't really see it. But when you look back 3 months, you're like, wow, that plant actually did grow. So it just happens. I forgot to show you guys my Wolfen Sansevieria as well. I probably have to repot her, to be honest. It's with some better potting soil. I don't like the one that she's in it right now. But thank you so much for watching. If you watched it all the way to the end, let me know. What should we do? What should we do? Comment a pineapple emoji. Because summer is ending and I don't drink margaritas or pina coladas or whatever, but pineapples just give off summer vibes to me, and summer is about to end. So I'm really excited because I'm so excited for the crispy fall weather. I am a fall girly. I'm a winter baby, but I love fall. The crispy air, the pies, the pumpkin spice, everything nice. So comment a pineapple to say our goodbyes to summer and entering the beautiful fall. So again, thank you so much for watching. Something positive advice to each and every single one of you guys. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!